Welcome back. The Prime Minister has conceded there is more to do after the release of Labor's report into supermarket pricing. The quarterly report by Choice shows consumers where to shop for the cheapest basket of groceries. Aldi has claimed hotspot for the least expensive basket of goods. Surprise, surprise. The average basket for Aldi came out at $50.79. That's nearly $16 cheaper than Coles. The average at Woolworths was $2 more expensive than Coles. IGA's average basket is nearly $80. The Choice report has been released as the ACCC announced legal action against Coles and Woolworths for misleading consumers through discount pricing. Joining me now is Independent MP Dai Le. Dai, great to see you. I reckon people in your electorate blood will be boiling over this ACCC court action, essentially ripping off customers.
Look, I think it's shocking. In actual fact, I actually shop in Aldi more now. By the way, I go in there and look for, food is a bit, much. The grocery produce are much cheaper. But we also in Bella a lot of local groceries selling much cheaper stuff than going to Woolworths or Coles. I went to Woolworths, I think last week or something, and I just noticed the bottle of Macella makeup remover for us women is now about $20 something, and I said to my husband, "Oh my God, that used to be $9, right?"
Wow.
So it's been just like the price has gone up so much, and I didn't know why that bottle of makeup remover would cost $20 something. But yeah, look, it is, especially here in the area of Fowler, families are making ends meet and trying to put food on the table, grocery prices. And the issue here is that the convenience of, the big two, Woolworths or Coles, and it's accessible. But I think we also have the smaller grocery shops that are run by family, and so people go there as well. But, you're trying to compete. These small businesses are trying to compete with the big ones. This, economy of scale as well, how much they can offer the price of their goods compared to Coles or Woolworths, who are buying in bulk. So they supposed to offer it cheaper, but doesn't look like it. No. And I'm so glad that they've been caught out on this. And really, at this time of cost of living, surely these big corporates who are making so much profit should really take, look at, the affordability for many families, middle Australians.
Oh, yeah, and we see that in the context of the RBA this week, keeping rates on hold. We've seen the inflation figures get into that RBA target band, but the RBA is saying, well, look, that's headline inflation. We need to see underlying inflation in that target band. What do you think about the RBA on that? And also seeing that in the context of all these cost of living measures, the energy rebate, for example, that's not going to bring down interest rates. The RBA has said as much.
No, look, two things there. I was discussing with one of my team staff members this morning saying interest rates in the US have gone down. I wonder why, we have not been able to do the same thing. And that is really, putting a lot of pressure on mums and dads who've still got a mortgage, and got to pay so much in goods and services. The second thing is obviously the cost of the cost of products have gone up.
The rebates.
And for the rebates, the $300 rebate is really, and I have said this constantly, it's a one-off. It doesn't really address the structural and systematic problem of energy prices, which will continue to go up. So what is the government really doing about addressing that systematic problem?
What do you think about this conversation that started about negative gearing? Would you encourage the government to go down that path?
Can I say that, look, for me, the problem with the issue of housing is the Greens. And I think the Labor Party is really trying to appeal to, I cannot believe the Greens are doing this, stopping this whole, putting this, blocking the legislation. We know the issue is the supply of building houses. And there are many issues in terms of the cost of building materials. The cost of labour has gone up. the availability of staff as well, and people to build houses. So that's a huge issue that we need to address.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that the Greens are doing this, stopping it, the Help to Buy scheme and causing these problems. And of course, the Labor Party is now trying to find a way to address this issue. Now, will negative gearing, it's going to hurt the mums and dads who are investing, in homes. Perhaps we could look at whether or not, if people own 20 houses, maybe there is a conversation around what could be done in terms of percentage-wise, in terms of negative gearing. But really, I don't know the whole, obviously, the details of the bill, but we need to ask the government, will this issue address the lack of supply? And will it really address the cost of building a home nowadays? There's so many issues, and is negative gearing just a quick, the government trying to find a quick solution? But I don't think it's going to be a quick solution at all. But certainly we need to explore what can be done. Can we use negative gearing to incentivize people to build new homes? Maybe getting rid of old stock and build new homes. Let's do something to ensure that we actually encourage more stock to be built. That is the problem. The supply side is the problem at the moment. So how would that address the supply side? I don't know.
Well, good questions, Dai. Great to talk to you. See you soon.
Thanks, Laura.